Terence Romeo thought about it, gets it back. Terence again! Win championships in the UAP in different schools. Let's take a look at this again. Terence Romeo getting the ball back there straight away from this one. Remember, we actually knew that he wasn't going to have limited minutes here because of his recent trip to Paris in Spain for vacation. And Terence Romeo behind the back to Jericho Cruz.
A single day with the team. But this was such a great behind-the-back pass from Terence Romeo.
He is a highlight machine. TR7 finding Jericho Cruz.
Named Moto Dua. Now this is the challenge, coach, for Terra Firma. When Stephen Holt and Wami Chong Son are both on that bench, who will start your offense?
Well, Chong forces the shot, looking for the foul, not going to get it. Romeo lets it fly, 3 ball on the way, Sweat!
Terence Romeo showing everybody his moves.
No.
Wow, look at that!
That was absolutely wicked.
To that, Asisio rather has to stay in from Terence Romeo. Terence gets free, and Terence scores inside. Getting 2 off the glass, but here's Terence Romeo, the wizardry, coming in and getting 2 here for the San Miguel Beermen.
Ahead, Pau and I said to converge up by 12 points, and officially they're really up by 12 points. Their biggest lead in the game.
Oh, make that 9, coach, because Terence Romeo heard you stalking and saying, let's trim it down to a single-digit lead.
Advantage for them as we take a look at first. That space given to Terence Romeo. Don't defend down.
SMB, they have the numbers. Terence attacks middle, kicks it to the corner, and Ciso, another 3!
Now that
triples in the first half. Especially when it's San Miguel, because they they can also score from inside. Your best bet is maybe zone.
To the fast break points there, lorded over by the Meralco Bolts. 10-0. Terence standing with Anjo. Terence puts it up in.
Took their height advantage by going to the post. Unfortunately, they couldn't buy one. But here's the spectacular move.
Romeo trying to get going. Terence, tough shot, puts it in. Terence didn't recover a touch. Take a look at this. Terence. He's got so many moves, so crafty. We all know about the handles. We all know about,
Here in the first quarter.
Well, you can see really the experience of Dallas. Not there yet in terms of being in the finals, understanding what they need to do.
Anjo Carano.
In front of Terence Romeo, especially if you're Anjo Caro.
And this best move of the game is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Did his best to avoid contact, but Terence Romeo was not letting that go.
The captain was doing so much damage inside. Didn't really have to shoot those outside jumpers. But when other bigger, taller guys came in, he was kind of forced out a few feet.
The miss coming from Jamie Malonzo. As Terence will attack here. Look at that quick pass for Hardo down low.
That's really something to look out for Kmart Karina.
Oh, Terence with a sharp dribble. And he completes the highlight with that fadeaway jumper.
Here's Ildefonso, driving, attacking, and wala pa rin. It has been a struggle here in terms of scoring. Reminds us of the first 2 minutes of this game as Terence Romeo finally gets a bucket. The analysis of the momentum and how it swings, especially with the pace as the game advances. As remember, Hardo able to score inside again. Sometimes one of the more underrated stars of the Meralco Bolts coming up big here in quarter number 1.
Absolutely, and Meralco, they would love this.
Terence working and gets past Richie Rivero, goes on the attack. Oh! What a finish from Terence Romeo. This is another classic Terence Romeo highlight.
Well, first of all, the great ball handling, and right there, tinago yung bola, no? So
Donosisio coming in here for the first time here. Coach sort of cut you off as Terence Romeo finds Jumar Fajardo inside.
another great play for San Miguel. They're really looking at the mismatches there.
Junmar trying to get position early against Isaac. They're banging down low. Isaac on the repose was finally beaten by the Kraken. It should be a good matchup. That is 2 #1 overall picks for you.
29 in game number 1. Right. Terence somehow makes his way to the basket and puts it in. Definitely has already surpassed that dismal showing in game number 1, and this is the kind of performance that Terence Romeo is known for.
Again, the super advantage they have. Junmar inside just allows them amazing spacing. You cannot sag too much because these guys can kind of shoot. No, I mean really shoot. Don Trilliano waxing hot from outside, as is
Terence Romeo. That time, that's a good jumper. We were talking about and praising how the converged fiber extras would gain possessions after the first shot, as Don Trilliano will cherry pick another 2.
Yes, Amores is blocked by Terence Romeo. Told you things were going to get interesting.
Romeo, maybe he can get going. Over to Trilliano, puts it up and in.
Last minute, last second, Terence Romeo decided to pass that ball to Trilliano for 2 points.
8 seconds to shoot here for San Miguel. Terence dancing with Clarito. Terence puts it on the floor. 15-foot jumper's money.
Wow. Romeo once again face-to-face against Karam. Good pass, Junmar inside. Recovering for the Beermen, forcing Pugoy to a miss. Romeo, pocket pass, Junmar, easiest look of the night so far. They go high-low, Junmar down low, scores easily.
And then they score. And that really makes it.
Usually that's going to be a sure 2 point for Junior Fajardo.
Oh, steal there. As Terence Romeo is fouled by Kmark.
And Magnolia not doing themselves any favors here with Moto 2 missing those free throws. They've dug themselves in this hole by missing some makeable shots.
Download Pilipinas Live, guys. Via Google Play or the App Store and register now for free. Back to the action. 8.5 remaining. Terence Romeo gets away.
And there's going to be an exciting halftime here at the Phil Sports Arena.
That's a great report right there, and he was, Doreen was able to mix in everything, including the tagline of the Beermen.
Able to find that open man underneath.
Bo Belga trying to contain Jumar Fajardo. The ball pops up. Junior Mamuyak hits the deck. He's holding on to his knee. And Terence Romeo drains a 3.
But cruise to Marshall Lasser. They find Jumar Fajardo again. Bates, the young center, trying to hold them off. Terence Romeo has a short shot clock. What does he do? He pulls up and he scores! San Miguel Beermen, coach, you take a look at the fact that he's absolutely right. They're playing to their pace as Terence Romeo gets the San Miguel Beermen off to a good start here in quarter number 2. Still in favor of the San Miguel Beermen, but Dave has had an incredible 4th quarter here for Coach Jamay Karin. Terence Romeo, though, falling away from Dave's getting to it.
Did get his hands on the ball. I have no doubt he will be able to shoot that. Oh, yes. One of the best 3-point shooters.
Terence Romeo showing off his range as well. His first 3 of the game.
Terence Romeo flips it up. Junmar Fajardo cherry picking with a basket inside.
Terence picked up his dribble, looking for a teammate, sends it over to Don, back to Terence, I should say.
Together with Mr. K.
Terry K. They love basketball.
Inside, Junmar once again.
You're right, though. The usual suspects of Rain and Shine haven't produced to the averages that we're used to. Terence working on Dave. 5 seconds on the play. And Terence Romeo dances and scores.
Wow.
Handing off to CJ Perez. Terence. Oh, what handles by Terence Romeo, who gets a 2 at the free throw line.
A big run, no? So even if they don't have a really big lead right now, although after that basket it becomes a 9-point lead.
Let's take a look at this again.
Again, Terence Romeo making that excellent pass to the cutting CJ Perez. And contact was made with Jason Boto was right in front of him.
Terence Romeo working on the rookie, Noko. It's still Terence, and Terence got the crowd up on their feet. And take a look at this best move of the game, brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Terence